Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will get the first swing of the game. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
And they jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The give to the fullback. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Cater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the big fullback. Inside the 35. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Noles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
Florida State, 14, Miami, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the catch. It's Pringle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Canes are flying down the field. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the long bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown Seminoles! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Berry. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Berry. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes.
On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they can't make the play on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense... knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Give to the big fullback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Sticks it in his belly. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Noles are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Caught near the sideline, it's Hudson. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hit.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Carr. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Moving away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. From the gun, the ground game. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Run it with the fullback. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Berry. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Noles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the... And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Give to the fullback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
Miami, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Stumbled to the ground.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory for me. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To the air, it's Sperry. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. One more play to pad the stats. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.